Well, let's jump into it, shall we, when it comes to civics. And there's a great video of you taking a boat past the Statue of Liberty where I think Grandma passed through, Hoffman, as you mentioned earlier. And I think you define civics, and it needs defining. And maybe it needs defining, maybe that very fact is the point of your book, as in we don't know what civics is because we're not taught it. Well, we can get to that. But you say civics on that boat, you say, besides being the most boring word in the English language, is the understanding and comprehension of maintaining this particular Republican democracy. And you say it's the tools and expertise that all of our children should know because they are going to be the power mandated in the Constitution. The people themselves will be the final arbiters of political power and give this statue you're pointing to, the Statue of Liberty, some meaning. Am I defining that correctly, or would you like to add to that?
I think it has to be added to, and but it's the kind of subject that the proper amount of time must be given to that, because we are a revolutionary people. We have a revolutionary structure, and we gave the best of ourselves to that revolutionary posture that was undone and underappreciated at the time. And what a story. You know, you grow up in France or you grow up in England or Russia or wherever, and you're proud of your story, your national birth tale. But does it hold water? Does it hold up? Does it hold up? And you say, I've got a birth tale that'll just slay you. And that happened more than once and many, many, many times. And I attended at one point a class at Harvard, which was run by people who wanted as their students the people who ran nonprofits. And they wanted each person, there were about 87, 89 people there. Each person was to stand up, give your name, and then describe what you have created as a nonprofit organization. And as soon as I heard what this was, I knew that I had this one beat. And they started over here and each person spoke. And they finally got around to me, and I said, without any glimmer of reluctance or downsizing or whatever, I stood up and I said my name, and I have developed a curriculum for the teaching of civics, and that if we didn't really commit to the reestablishment and rediscovery of the revolutionary doctrines that we had come up with, that we would be culpable in the death of the mythology of America. And I personally I could not have gone on that way, because we really were the single most important political theory or choice that had ever been, and one that was as important as all of the other political discoveries that might have been in some strange it was the acknowledgement by some humans that humanity could prevail in its best way, wearing a great suit and being proud of everything, being proud of every failure and every candid moment. And yes, that was a great story, and a better story than any other I knew of.
The greedy bankers are about to do it again. In 2008, they crashed our financial system and nearly bankrupted the entire global economy. Then they received trillions of dollars in government bailouts. And after, they demanded fat bonuses paid for by you, the taxpayer.
It turns out the banks haven't just been screwing the American taxpayers, they're also screwing over their investors. Turns out the banking industry is the worst place you could put your money, despite enormous taxpayer bailouts.
Now the bankers are back to take away your financial freedom. They lie and tell you that cryptocurrency isn't safe. They try to make it illegal for you to choose how to invest your hard-earned money. They lie and say cryptocurrency is used by money launderers and criminals. But look at the record. It's the banks themselves that launder hundreds of billions of dollars every year to the biggest criminal operations in the world.
Leaked documents have revealed how some UK banks have helped criminals, money launderers and Russians under sanctions.
American authorities discovered that the Sinaloa cartel moved $881 million through HSBC accounts as bank officials turned a blind eye to the illegality.
The bankers lie and say cryptocurrency is not a real investment. Meanwhile, the smartest CEOs in the world are buying billions and billions of it. The truth is that banks lie about cryptocurrency because it makes them scared. The banks take $9 trillion per year of your hard-earned money, and they are worried that they will finally be exposed. They're scared because crypto means they can no longer control your money, which means they can no longer control you. They are scared because you might actually understand your money and intelligently decide what to do with it. Now is the time for us to come together, fight back, and take control. It's time to educate ourselves, our families, and our communities. Because financial education means financial freedom. We know that cryptocurrencies will help us build the new decentralized financial system of the future. A banking system that is of the people, by the people, and for the people. A banking system where access to finance is a fundamental human right. A banking system that is free and fair and welcomes all humans on this earth. The DeFi revolution is happening. We, the people, can no longer be fooled. We choose to take control of our finances. We choose to take control of our freedom. We choose to take control of our future. Join us, and let's take back our financial freedom forever.